Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things of the spiritual journey and spiritual awakening so you can become your authentic self and live a life of freedom. Today, I'm going to keep it very short. I had this on my mind and I was thinking about this is something I learned throughout my journey, and I felt like, okay, why not share it? So, during my healing journey and my spiritual journey, everything I learned about it was very challenging because I realized more and more of all the things that I actually was going through that I might have not acknowledged before. And when you come to face that, to realize like you actually was going through deep trauma and you have a lot of wounding to you, to your spirit that has just been sitting there, you can tend to go into like victim mentality where you're thinking like, why did I have to go through all of those things? Why do I have to like go through all that suffering? Like, I was such a good person my entire life, or whatever excuse you're telling yourself to validate why you shouldn't have gone through any of those challenges. I sit here and I think about like, what if we change that narrative? What if you change the perspective? And this is something that spirituality has taught me, to look at it from a different lens. That is something very valuable that will never go old. Look at things from a different perspective. Sometimes I have a hard time looking at things from a different perspective. I am very hard-headed in the way that I see things. Like, if I was suffering, bitch, I was suffering, and there's nothing else to it. But throughout this journey, it definitely has helped me to see things from a different perspective. And what I've learned throughout my journey is that not everything is a punishment, or it's actually not even a punishment. I no longer see the things that I've been through as some sort of punishment or some type of sacrifice I had to go through. I see everything super clear. All these things that happened, and I would question God, and if God was a good person or whoever we view God to be, I would sit there and say, why would God punish me? Why would God, if God is such a good person, God is such a all high and mighty, why would he torture us? Why are we going through bad things? I see very clear now that life is really just a school. Life is just a school, and we are just learning the lessons that we might have not learned in our past lives, or the challenges that we came upon in this lifetime. And it's just, how are we going to learn the lesson? Throughout every challenge and sacrifice I've had in my life, there was something for me to learn. That's what I see very clear now. There was always something for me to learn that I did not know about myself or about my life. It was not a punishment. It was trying to teach me. But when you keep denying the lessons will get harder for you, because you keep pushing yourself back. You're like sidetracking yourself from the actual lesson and making it go a longer route. It's like God is saying like, or the universe is saying like, here, this is the way that you should go. But you don't go that way. Instead, you decide to make a detour because you saw some ice cream over there. The ice cream was actually poisonous and you're actually lactose intolerant. So now you went and now your stomach is fucked up. So now you gotta go find a bathroom. And you see how I'm talking? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, now there's a detour. There's a detour into the destination because you went to learn the lesson the hard way. You was hard-headed. You was stubborn. I know I'm an Aries. So I'm very hard-headed. I'm very stubborn. But hold on, let me cut. I am very hard-headed and I'm very stubborn, and I have a hard time, especially when I was younger, I had a hard time learning lessons. But now I see very clear that the things that we're going through, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's your family, whether it's your living situation, whether it's your friends, they're all trying to show you something. Everything I've been through has always showed me something that I need to learn about myself. So I say thank you now to all of the lessons. I say thank you to all the people that did me dirty. I don't even like to say that because it was like I needed to learn something there. And this is really not to dismiss the people that did you dirty. Like, if people did you dirty, people did you dirty. You know, don't dismiss the fact that you got hurt. Like, yes, that could be true, but did you learn something? What was the lesson there? If you're not going into the things that you went through and looking at the lessons, then you're going to probably learn that lesson all over again. And maybe it might be worse. So when you think about the things that you went through that has been hard, think about what was it that you were supposed to learn at that time. And if you learned it, because if you didn't, it will come back around. The lessons in life will always come back until you learn the lesson. Earth is a school. Earth is simply but a school, and we just learning how to be the best versions of ourselves. That's what I see now. Very clear. See, the universe and God and whatever it is that you believe in, they want you to live a good life. But do you see that? Do you see that? Because when you start to learn that you're learning in this lifetime and everything is just a learning lesson, you will then not make the same mistakes. And then guess what? After you learn from your mistakes, you know better. And when you know better, guess what? What comes after you knowing better? When you know more. What happens in life when you know more about things? When you go to school and you know more, you get more opportunities, right? To make more money, to live a better life. You see how the things just get better and better and better? That's exactly what happens with the lessons. Your life gets better and better. So every time you have a lesson, that's an opportunity for your life to get better. You need to start looking at it like that, or else you're failing. If you don't see these lessons, these hard lessons in your life as opportunities for you to grow, you're missing out. You're missing out because you're supposed to be learning better. With knowledge comes power. There's nothing more powerful than knowing. Knowing is such a beautiful thing. But are you paying attention? Or are you stuck in the hurt? You stuck in how hard that exam was, but you're not trying to move on to another grade, to the next grade. Make it make sense. It won't. It won't make any sense. So that is something that I've been carrying with me, and it really helps me digest the challenges in my life. I see it as a beautiful growth opportunity, and I love that I get challenged in life with growth opportunities, because I really don't look at it. I don't look at challenges as a bad thing anymore. I look at it as like, y'all think I could pass this test? Well, shit, me too. Bring it on. Because I'm always trying to learn. I'm trying to learn how to be a better person. I'm trying to learn how to live a better life. And I know now very clearly that this is what these challenges bring me. They bring me opportunities. That's all. And when you start seeing the challenges, if you messing around with somebody that don't show up for you and don't love you the way that you need to be loved, you need to learn how to love yourself. That's the challenge there. And you keep fumbling that challenge. You keep ignoring the challenge because you don't want to do it. You want somebody else to do your homework for you. You're not going to pass the grade if somebody keeps doing it for you. You need to learn how to love yourself. If you keep going to a job that don't appreciate you, you need to learn how to appreciate you. Why are you settling for less? Of course, they're not going to help you get any more if you don't settle, if you don't help yourself get more in life. It doesn't work that way. You think less of yourself, so they will too. You want them to look at you in a higher light, and you don't even see yourself in a higher light. So no, you're not going to get the promotion. You don't think you even deserve it. You waiting for somebody else to give it to you. You waiting for somebody else to tell you you deserve it. But you don't think you deserve it. That's the lesson. You need to learn your worth. It's always trying to tell you, do you believe you're worthy for the good things in life? Do you actually believe that you're worthy for the things that you desire in life? Because one thing is wanting it, but do you believe that you deserve it? Do you actually believe that you deserve the things that you're wanting? You want a better home. You want more money. You want supporting friends. You want a loving boyfriend. You want a loving partner. You want to travel the world. Do you think that you deserve that? Or those are just things that you're wishing on? Because if you don't feel like you deserve that, the universe will always project what your beliefs are and nothing else. See, the thing is like, we're projecting our own reality of our thoughts. God is not doing anything. The universe is not punishing you. This is all you and what you believe. And that's the lesson there. To change your beliefs. And it's up to you. It's up to you. This is the beautiful lesson that I learned throughout my journey. And honestly, it was tough to realize, like, I'm in full control. Sometimes even now I forget. No, I don't. I'm kidding. I'm more aware now. I don't forget. I'm too aware now. Like, I know that it's all on me. It's just that it's still challenging sometimes to separate myself from the old belief system that I had, that it is up to somebody else. Those are still challenging. But once you realize that it is up to you, you can work on that. And it has gotten better, and it gets better. It gets better and better and better. You don't need to struggle in life. You don't need to struggle in life. You really don't. We can minimize the struggle the more we say, I don't want it anymore. I don't deserve it. I learned my lesson. I want better. I deserve better. I'm going to go get more. I'm going to go get better. It's really all up to you. Stop leaving it for other people to fix. You being the victim in your story doesn't make anybody do anything more for you. It just repeats that same cycle. You tell somebody that this person XYZ hurt you, they're going to feel comfortable to hurt you just as much because you allowed it. They don't feel bad for you. They're seeing how much you tolerate. They're going to see, what can I do that I can get away with? They're not going to sit there and say, oh, she's been through so much. Like, I really don't want to put her through that. Maybe initially they might. Maybe. But then they'll just do the same thing. You know why? Because that is what you allow. That's what you're putting out there out of your own mouth. You're telling people what you've allowed. If you change the narrative and say, I only accept blah, 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 blah. I only accept this. If you're not treating me like this, then we can't. People are going to give you that. I promise you. And when you come around the people that don't, they're not for you. Simple as that. Those opportunities are not for you. Stop making it seem like stuff is not working out for you. That's just not for you. You done leveled up. You want to get third grade homework when you're in sixth grade? Why would you do third grade homework? What is that going to do for you? You're above that. So why would you accept that? Why would you tolerate a job that only requires a high school degree when you have your bachelor's? Make it make sense. Why would you do that? If you know you could get more, why are you settling for less? Let's release that victim mindset, and let's release this narrative that bad things happen to you and you don't know why. They're happening because it's your fault. Straight up. Nobody likes to hear this part, that it's been your fault this whole time. It's hard, I get it. But it is. And then now, not only is it your fault, but you could also change it. That's the beauty of it all. You could either make it good or you can make it bad. Heaven and hell is right here on earth. That's what they don't tell you. Heaven and hell, I swear, because I've experienced it. I've experienced hell on earth, and I'm experiencing my heaven on earth right now because my life is sweet. I have no complaints. because I realized that I'm in charge of my life. And whatever I say goes. Whatever I want, I could get it. I'm not playing the victim no more. I'm not saying, oh my God, why me? I'm not accustomed to the pain anymore. I'm not letting it be that. I chose to make a change. And it started with my mindset, with my perspective, and not letting it be this story of like how my life is a mess. And I'm waiting for some type of miracle to happen. The miracle is you. You are the miracle. That's the beauty of it, that you are the miracle. So I really hope that makes some type of sense. Like, really, it's all in perspective. Everything in your life could change with the switch of a way of thinking, like magic. So that's what I have to say for today. I really hope that resonates. I really hope that inspires you to change the way that you view your life and really go after the things that you desire, because the only thing that's in the way of what you want is you. So take yourself by the hand and go after the things you want. It's that simple. It really is. And life could be sweet. And I want it to be sweet for you. Like, why can't we all have a nice, happy life together and talk about how beautiful our lives are? It really can be that way. We just think too much into it. We spend too much time thinking in the negative that we can't get out of it. That's what happens. You get stuck in the negative. You get stuck in the things that happen to you that you lose track of what you actually desire. You get so trapped in what all the things that happened and all the things that has been going wrong, you forget to see that the light is still here. You done locked yourself in the closet and forgot the sun comes out every day. Hello? The sun comes out every day. Meaning there's always going to be some type of light around you and for you. Period. So I hope you guys loved the talk for today. Comment below. Let me know where you are at on your journey. I always want to hear about everybody's journey and anything that you might have felt like was challenging and you have a hard time trying to see your way out of it, because it be like that sometimes, you know? It's hard to see the good when it's been a lot of bad. But the good still exists, because there can't be bad without the good. What is bad without good? Right? Let's not forget that. There is no bad without the good. Have a good day, you guys.